I'm Gary and this is a Kilted Drummer. How you doing, folks? I'm Gary, this is a Kilted Drummer and we're back in the dining room. If it's the first time you've popped on the channel and after watching this you like what you see, please consider hitting the subscribe button, giving us a wee thumbs up, and if there's anything you want to talk about, stick it in the comments below and I'll get back to you on that one. Going back to the kind of roots of this wee series, and I've grabbed a wee miniature. Tonight we're going to go for a wee Tobermory 12-year-old. Get this one in the glass. Because I don't think I've talked about Tobermory before, we'll have a wee look at the distillery itself before we have a look at the drum. I do like that glug. So we'll just let that one sit there. Okay, Tobermory, distillery on the Isle of Mull, over on the west coast of Scotland. Technically it's Argyllshire, it's a Highland distillery, and as we know under the old regulations, a Highland, even though it's an Highland distillery, it's a Highland distillery, part of the 5 original whisky regions. Some people may consider it an island under the island regions that some people have sort of created. Distillery itself is owned by the Distillery Group. It's about 230 year old and they have capacity to put out about, I think it's about 1 million litres per year. They also have some gin capacity there, and they put out a Tobermory gin as well. And they have majority of the stuff that comes out under the Tobermory branding for single malt is unpeated, but they have some peated whisky that they put out under a different name. I'm going to grab a bottle here just purely because I'm talking about it. This is one of them here. You can read the name there. Okay, different ways of pronouncing it, but majority of people call that Licheg. Licheg, not how it's spelled. And that is peated. So whether they're putting out unpeated or peated, they use different names for their bottles. Cool, so we've got that one out of the way. Let's have a wee look at this drum in itself. Now, as I said to you, it is a Tobermory 12-year-old. Quite fresh, coming over straight away in the nose. Quite summery almost, which is quite good because I'm sitting here in the winter and I like to have that wee feel of the summer. Peaches, fruity. Apples, pears, that kind of orchard fruits, but with the peaches in there as well. Are peaches an orchard fruit? They grow on a tree. Well, depending on song, because as I said, peaches come in a can, they were put there by a man. But yeah, that is a nice fruity orchard fruit freshness, sort of spring summeriness to it. It's quite nice, it's quite clean. There's a heather, there's a honey, there's maybe a bit of butterscotch honey in there. Nothing burny or anything, and I think it's got a decent ABV for what it is, 46 or so. Yep, 46.3% on the ABV, so that's quite nice. Nice, refreshing, and it's not burning my nose. It's always good signs. Let's give it a wee sip. Clean, zesty, oaky, more on the finish. Almost like a plummy, you know, stoned fruits, plums. Damsons, if you know what a damson is. It's like a stoned, don't know how you do. Yeah, I suppose it's kind of like a plum, is it like an apple? It's nice. I almost want to It's reminding me a little bit of school when we used to have prunes. There's, you know, the syrup you might get with prunes. It's nice actually. A lot of people don't remember prunes being nice, but I love the syrup in them. I talked about this with my mother-in-law recently. We were talking about prunes and like school puddings, tapioca, semolina and things. I love them. People look at me like I'm daft, but I love them. It is clean, it is fresh, it's a short finish. There's heather, there is honey, there's a sweetness, there's a caramel, honeycomb sort of caramel. Now, have you ever had that burnt cinder caramel sort of honeycomb? There's almost a peatiness. I know, you know, it's coming from a place where they do peated whiskey. It's got that island influence to it, that maritime thing. And there's a saltiness there as well. It's kind of like, almost like a cousin to Talisker if I was to describe it some way. You know, they're coming from the same family. Maybe slightly different mothers, but the same father or something. It's really quite nice. Quite enjoying it. It's not an expensive dram. Tobermory 12, you'll get a bottle for about 45 quid. And if you get the chance, I would pick that one up actually, yeah. It's nice. Slàinte.